Welcome back to The Hidden Layer, where we decode the tech that's shaping our world. Today, we are cracking open a brand new Stanford paper that uncovers a huge blind spot in the AI industry. And we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to show you, the applied engineer, the builder, how to use these insights to create AI products that people actually want and will use.
Okay, let's just jump right in with the big question. Take a look at this chart, the desire capability landscape from the paper. Is the AI industry, with all its brain power and all its funding, actually building what we really want? Well, the answer is kind of shocking. Get a look at this number, 41%. According to this research, that's how many AI startup projects, specifically from the legendary Y Combinator, might be pointed at the wrong target. They're building things in zones where either the tech isn't quite there yet, or worse, people just don't want it. That is a ton of wasted time, money, and talent. So yeah, here's the bottom line. The AI industry has a massive blind spot. We're so obsessed with what's technically possible that we've forgotten to ask what's humanly desirable. Today, we're handing you the map to find that blind spot and a framework to build smarter, more verifiable AI agents that users will actually adopt. Oh, and you're going to want to stick around because later on, I'm going to reveal how this very same research points to which human skills are becoming more valuable in the age of AI, not less. So, what is this big blind spot, really? Well, it all boils down to a fundamental disconnect. The industry's in a mad dash for more and more capability, right? The assumption is if you can automate it, you should. But the people actually doing the work, the folks on the ground, they see it completely differently. And this quote just nails it. When researchers asked over 1,500 workers what they wanted from AI, you know what the top answer was? It wasn't replace me. It was get rid of the boring, repetitive stuff so I can focus on the work that actually matters. And when we ignore that, we end up building tools that nobody wants, that get low adoption rates, and that ultimately just fail. But this is where it gets good. Because the Stanford researchers didn't just point out the problem, they built a solution. You can think of it like a treasure map for AI developers, one that guides you straight to the gold, the opportunities that have both high user desire and are technically possible. And here's how they did it. This WORKBank framework, it's pretty brilliant. It's built on two core ideas. First, they went out and asked 1,500 workers from all kinds of different jobs what they really wanted. And then they got 52 AI experts to rate what the technology can actually do for those same tasks. You put those two data sets together, and bam, you get a complete 360-degree view of the entire AI landscape. Now, one of the most important tools to come out of this is something they call the Human Agency Scale, or HAS. And for an engineer, this is a total game changer. Why? Because it gets us past that old, boring black and white question of, should we automate this, yes or no? Instead, it gives us a language to talk about the level of human involvement we want to design for. So let's quickly break down these 5 levels, because they're super useful. H1, that's total automation. Think an AI transcribes a meeting, done. No human needed. H2 is minimal input. You give it a keyword, it spits back 5 blog titles. Simple. Now H3, this is the sweet spot, equal partnership. This is you and GitHub Copilot tag teaming a complex piece of code. H4 is human-guided. The AI is more of an assistant, maybe highlighting weird spots on a medical scan for a doctor to check out. And finally, H5 is human-essential, where the AI is just a minor helper for a task that is fundamentally human, like a therapist using an app just for scheduling. See? It's a whole spectrum you can design with.
Okay, so you take what workers desire, you take what AI is capable of, and you plot them on a graph. And what you get, this is the real payoff, is a map. A map divided into 4 clear zones that tell you exactly where you should and shouldn't be building.
So let's look at this chart again, but with the zones filled in. The green light zone, high desire, high capability. That's your prime real estate. Go, go, go. The R&D opportunity zone is where people want something badly, but the tech isn't there yet. That's where you find the next big breakthrough. Then there's the red light zone. Tech can do it, but nobody wants it. You build there, you're going to hit a wall of user resistance. And last, low priority. Nobody wants it, and the tech can't do it anyway. Stay away. Which brings us right back to that mind-blowing 41%. This chart just lays the mismatch bare. A massive chunk of venture capital is getting poured into the red light and low priority zones. Think about that. All that effort is going into areas where the chances of success are low. Meanwhile, the green light and R&D zones, where real users are practically begging for solutions, they're being ignored. That is the opportunity for you. So if people don't want to be totally replaced by automation, what do they want? Well, the data is crystal clear, and it points overwhelmingly to one thing: collaboration. They don't want a replacement, they want a partner, a sidekick. And I mean, this chart says it all. Almost half of all the jobs they studied preferred H3, equal partnership, as their ideal way of working with AI. People want tools that make them better, faster, smarter at their jobs. Tools that augment them, not make them obsolete. For any product person out there, this is a giant flashing sign pointing to where you should be building. But here's where it gets really interesting. There's this tension, this collaboration gap. On one side, you have workers who consistently say they want more control, more agency, and on the other, you have the AI experts who are pretty sure the tech could handle way more automation than workers are asking for. And right there, in that gap, that's where the most successful AI products are going to be built. The ones that respect that need for control while still delivering amazing capabilities. All right, let's make this real. Let's talk about how you, as an engineer or a product builder, can actually put all this into practice. How do you de-risk your next project and build something people will actually line up to use? And here it is, the payoff I promised you at the beginning. This slide is so important. On the left, you see skills ranked by what they pay today. Analyzing data is right up there. But on the right, look at the skills ranked by how much human agency they require. All of a sudden, organizing, planning, and prioritizing, and training and teaching others shoot to the top. The takeaway here is huge. As AI gets better at routine analysis, the uniquely human skills, connection, strategy, mentorship, they become exponentially more valuable. That is your North Star for building things that matter. So let's put it all together into a dead simple checklist. Let's call it the AI Gene framework. First, A, analyze. Before you write a single line of code, find your zone. Is this a green light idea that people desperately want, or a red light idea that's going to flop? Next, I, ideate. Focus your creativity on those green light and R&D zones. That's where the value is. Third, G, guide. Use that human agency scale we talked about to decide. Are you building a self-driving car or a powerful copilot? An H1 tool or an H3 partner? Fourth, N, nurture. Design your AI to free people up for those high-value interpersonal skills. Your tool for a manager shouldn't do their job. It should do their paperwork so they can spend more time leading their team. And finally, E, execute. When you do all of this, you build agents that are verifiable because they're designed for a specific level of human partnership. And that is how you build trust and get real adoption. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Think about your own industry, your own work. What is that one high-desire, high-capability task that's just sitting there in the green light zone, waiting for someone to build the perfect AI agent for it? What's the tool your field is desperate for? Drop your ideas in the comments below. I'd love to see what you come up with. Thanks for watching The Hidden Layer.